Hi there, and welcome to Marble Halls TV. I apologize for the interruption, so I'd have to start again. Um, I think in the second half we did up the tempo, but even still, I think we lacked a cutting edge. Our attacking players, Pepe and Ketia, Willian, were trying more. We added Lacazette, we added Saka, we added Partey to add a bit more steel and a bit more drive in the midfield, and it worked somewhat, but I think it was too little, too late, and ultimately, it was the lineups that cost us. And our ability to approach that cost us. Now, I can get Aubameyang was sick. Um, well, not sick. Sorry, he had some personal matter, probably to do with his. I know he's got young kids and the wife, so who knows? Maybe his dad or his brother or well, whatever. Yeah, obviously it must have been something pressing. So hopefully that whatever it is gets resolved by the time he comes back. But apart from that, I think it was more the attitude of the manager and the fact that, frankly, we just didn't really do enough. Yes, the second half performance was improved, and that we did go close a few times. Holding had a good chance. Also, bear with me. I just want to increase the zoom so you can all see this. So uh, hopefully now that's better. Um, so yeah. Other than that, I think it was. I think we deserve to lose. You know, they. Well, I think we brought it on ourselves. Yes, Southampton played well. They did press us a lot, especially in that first half. But if we played in the second half like we did in the first we did in the second, it probably would have been a different result. Maybe a draw, maybe gone to penalties, and our record in penalties over some years now is pretty decent. So but it wasn't to be. And yeah, if you say Southampton, I think showed more desire, more effort, and managed the game better, and that's why they won. And sadly, it's not going to be a 15th FA Cup for us, but we've to be fair, we've won the FA Cup so many times. I want us to win the Europa League. Can we? I think we can. Will we? Of course not. But well, sorry, I would say you can't say we will, but look, I think a club of Arsenal's size we should win more European trophies. We are one of the biggest football clubs in the world. So yeah, that is that then. So we got Southampton in the league, and if there's a positive to take from that, it is that second half performance was improved. Maybe with a more clinical finisher like Aubameyang, we could have put some of those chances away or connected with him. And if he is back and we do play in a similar fashion, because I think our personnel party will be back. Um, I'd still keep Suarez for Wednesday. Not Wednesday, well, whenever we play, I think it's Wednesday. Is it Tuesday? It's one of the two, Tuesday or Wednesday. Um, I can't see Eddie starting, and you'd think Saka may start, Gabby may start again. So yeah, it'll be a different team. He may start, maybe different personnel, but it has to be a different attitude if so that we can win then. But as for today, well, I'm going to go through the player ratings as you can see there. So Leno for me gets a 6. The goal wasn't his fault really, but you know those are the breaks. I think Gabriel had a poor game, but I'll come to him later. Hector, to be fair, I think they did. He was okay. Did do anything wrong really, but didn't really get up to the pitch. He tried in the second half, but not in the first half. Gabriel for me was very poor. The worst game I've seen him in an Arsenal shirt. Um, he scored an own goal, but not just that he was getting skinned. His positioning wasn't good. He didn't look comfortable. I don't know. Rob Holding gets a 3. Um, for the same reason that of he looked very weak. He was run around. There was a chance. Well, I think both of them have to take culpability for Danny Ings getting in behind. Yes, it was offside, but they shouldn't. They should have had time to analyze the situation. The ball over the top. So Holding for me gets a 3. Cedric Suarez. I'm going to give him a 6. The reason I say that is because I was impressed with his overall performance. I thought he was getting up the pitch well. Yes, his crossing wasn't good, but at least he was trying and attempting things when Hector wasn't and others weren't. So for his energy and the fact that defensively, I can't remember any serious errors. So I'll give him a 6. El Neni a 4. He wasn't outstanding, but he keeps things ticking over. That's the kind of player he is. um, then Xhaka, 3. I know he had a very good game against Newcastle and against Palace. But today he was poor. He didn't really progress the ball as he could. Pepe, some serious questions need to be asked on Pepe. Our record signing, and yes, he tried in the second half, but he was weak, he was ineffectual, he was losing the ball. His crossing was poor, his free kick was poor. As for Willian, the signing of Willian demonstrates a great malaise at Arsenal Football Club. I was opposed to getting, look, I think Willian was okay at Chelsea, but I was opposed to getting him more for the look. Why are we signing old Chelsea players? We're Arsenal, we should be doing that. But for me in this game, yes, he was trying to progress the ball, but didn't create chances. His crossing was hit and miss. He was ineffective. So for me, a 2. Nketiah, 3. Again, like Willian and Pepe, he was trying more in the second half. He did have a good chance really when he kind of toe poked it and Forster made a very good save. But other than that, he was ineffective for most of the game. Martinelli for me, 3. Again, he was trying. There was that chance where he could, in the first half, where he could have hit it with his left, where it looked in a cursory sense he was offside when he wasn't. But I don't think it's his best game. As for the subs, Partey, I'll give a 5. He was trying. He did progress the ball. He did drive a bit, but some of his passing was a bit lax, but he did make up for it with good recovery challenges. He did break up play, so I'll give him a 5. Laka, 4. Again, he was trying to hold it up, and I think to some extent he was pivotal to our improved second half performance, albeit ineffectual in the end. But didn't really have any shots. But again, Laka's game we know is more of a 9.5 who can drop deep and can link up and stuff more so, So I'll give him a 4. Saka again, 4. He tried to make things happen, had a couple of half chances, but not great, but not shit either. Now as for Arteta, I'll give him a 4. I think the lineup was poor. Yes, I understand why he wanted to rotate, but there were options, not including Willian, not including Eddie. The subs were too late. You should have made them at half time. And whilst the second half performance did improve, there wasn't an instantaneous improvement because Southampton had, I won't say they had major chances, but I think Theo hit one over the bar over I think around 50 minutes. We should really have made them at half time. So the changes were too little, too late, and I think that's the ultimate reason to reiterate why we lost this game. So yeah, sadly, no FA Cup again. We got the Europa League, which, if hand on heart, I'd prefer that for the reason I stated. I think we have won far too few European trophies for a club of our size or scope in world football, but those are the breaks. Look, we've won the FA Cup 14 times, right? We have no right to win it every year, of course. It is stupid to suggest that we do what we should. But, in a way, we should be grateful that, unlike a certain other football club in the North London area, we haven't gone 30 years without winning one. So that's that then. So, yeah, thank you very much for listening. It's a bad result, let's be frank, but Such is life and we move on. So we got Southampton again in the league away. We did win there last season. And again, if there's a positive to take from this game, is that we did not, if we can translate that second half performance over 90 minutes, and I think we'll have more joy. And with a different players and a different side, maybe a different formation. If we can beat Southampton in the league, then that means we can. Okay. Maybe I may sound a bit deluded here, but sometimes in life, if life gives you lemons, you have to make lemonade, to use a very trite saying. So who knows? Maybe with no FA Cup, that means we'll be free and more to concentrate on the league. And if we can get better than 8th place, I think top 4's a stretch. We'd have to go on a very mad run. It's possible, but is it likely? No. For the likelihood of it's not very high. And I'm waffling on a bit, so I have to end. But yeah, a disappointing result today. But we got them in the league. Who knows? Maybe that may go better. And this could be, if we can translate this into a run to get above 8th and get closer to say 6th. Top 4 is a long shot, but we'll see how things go. So thanks a lot for listening.